Have you ever felt that your life is out of control? That if you had to describe your current situation with one word, it would be chaos. Guys, in today's video, how to refocus and how to take control of your life. I've got Ryan Michler here to give you an awesome, quick presentation. Now, these are the highlights from the stage at Menfluential this last year. This guy for multiple years has shown up to my event in Atlanta, Georgia, and just rocked the stage. So without further ado, guys, here's Ryan's presentation.
I look at guys every single day, and it's really interesting when you look in an individual's face and you try to understand where they're coming from. Like, I can see when somebody is lost. I can see when they don't have a purpose. I can see when they don't have a mission. I can see when they don't have that compass guiding them to where they need to be, right? You guys can see that. You can see that in a person's eyes. And what I think most people are missing is a mission. Why are you here? Why are you here on this planet? What are you supposed to be doing with your life? Why aren't you acting on the things that you know you should be doing? You start moving in the right direction and having a mission and having some clarity and having some purpose, your life changes. And you can see it in the external results that you produce, but you can see it in your eyes. Like, you can see it in an individual's eyes. You can see the fire and the passion and the excitement and the enthusiasm when somebody has a purpose and a mission. When I went on my journey to save my marriage, that was the mission at that point. The mission was, I've got to save the marriage. I've got to be a dad. I've got to be a husband. I've got to be a man. I've got to step up the way that I think I need to step up in this situation. But what I didn't realize at the time was that I was actually starting a new journey, a new mission. Because as I shared that story, I had dozens and dozens and then hundreds and then thousands and tens of thousands and now millions of people that connect with the story I shared because they've gone through similar experiences. And they want to find a way out for themselves. That's my mission, is to help men overcome some of the same things that I've overcome, some of the same stuff that I've been through. And it's my life's work. And at the end of the day, what I realized, and this is specifically, I think, what our job is as men on this planet is why we're here. To protect, to provide, preside, protecting our families, our businesses, our communities. That is our role and responsibility. Now, the way that we do that is different, right? It's different for everybody. The way that I do that is different than the way, Mike, you might do that, right? But it's all the same. And when a man steps into this, protect, provide, preside, I'm telling you what, again, his life changes. He has passion, he has energy, he has enthusiasm, he's driven, and nothing gets in his way. I think Eric was joking about running through a brick wall this morning. When he knows what he's supposed to do, that brick wall is no longer a barrier. It's just a temporary distraction or an obstacle to overcome. Next, third, code of conduct, all right? Here's what happens when you don't have a way that you're going to operate and live your life. When things get difficult and challenging, and they will, or emotional, if you don't have some sort of principle that you're relying upon, how easy is it to drift, right? How easy is it to sway from side to side, or, hey, this sounds exciting, I'm going to do this, and this sounds like it has potential, and I'm going to do this, because you don't really know in your heart how you're going to operate. I hear this all the time. Guys will say, oh man, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I cheated on my wife. And what I hear a lot is, I lost myself in the moment. I got caught up in the heat of things. You didn't have a code of conduct. You didn't decide before things got intense how you were going to behave when things get intense. And if you look at every great organization, they all have a code of conduct. You look at Christianity, for example, the 10 Commandments. You look at every military unit there is, has their creed or their code of conduct. Even pirates, and this is what I found interesting as I was doing some research, even pirates, criminals, pirates have a code of conduct called the Articles of Agreement. There's something to having a code of conduct. Now, I wrote in the book, I called it the code of conduct. I'm thinking about it now, and I tend to analyze my work. I probably should have called it a code of conduct, because I don't believe that there's one way that everybody should do it. You should do it this way, no deviation. This is accurate and this is correct. I don't believe that's true. So what I would change that to if I was going to do it all over again, and I'm not going to do it all over again, at least for a little while, is call it a code of conduct. I'm going to share with you mine, okay? You have to determine what your code of conduct looks like. These are 13 virtues along the journey that I've discovered that have helped me step into the role of protector, provider, presider, that have helped me fulfill my mission, my purpose, my obligation in a way. You guys have to come up with your own. Some of those you may say are important. Others you may say, well, not as much emphasis on that. I don't know what yours looks like. But this is my code of conduct. All right, and if you didn't get a picture, ask somebody to text you or email me later and I'll get it for you, okay? Number 4, the battle plan. All right, this is important. You know what you want. You have a code of conduct. You have a mission. And I've talked with a lot of you guys. I've talked with a lot of you guys who are like, man, I really want to start this business and I really want to do this and I really want to develop this. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to do. This is what you need right here. This is the missing piece. You got to have a plan of action, right? You've got to have a course of action. You've got to find a way in which direction you're going to move. I'm here to tell you it's not going to work the first time. It's okay, because built into a battle plan is room to improve and room to grow and room to develop and articulate and find new ways of doing things. So let's talk about this. Number 1, vision. And when I talk about vision, what I'm talking about is I want you to project yourself out into the future. And this is a cool thing that human beings can do. Every single one of us in this room has the capacity. I do not want to trip over my shoelaces. That would be funny though. Has the capacity to project yourself into the future. So I have a lot of people who say, Ryan, I'm trying to decide between this job or that job or this career or this college. Good. Project yourself out into the future 30 years, then look back and ask yourself which decision you will have been happy that you have made. Pretty simple stuff. And we can do it as a human being. So when I'm talking about vision, visualize. What does being a good husband look like? What is being a good father? What is being a good mother? What is being a good son? What is being a good neighbor? What is being a good business owner? What happens in my day-to-day operations? And get so emotionally attached to that vision that it becomes crystal clear and you're solely focused on that vision. This is what I want. This is what I want life to look like. Now that we have that, this isn't about like The Secret where it's a law of attraction stuff. Now what we do is we work backwards. All right, this is what I want life to look like. Now let's work backwards so I can figure out what I need to do today, right now, in order to have the things that I've identified that I want to have. Step number 2, objectives. Objectives. I happen to plan in 90-day segments, all right? So in the next 90 days, what do I want out of my life? And it's not, I want to be healthy. Let's do this. How many of you, by show of hands, and please participate, want to be healthy? Congratulations, welcome to the club. You want to be healthy. How many of you want to make more money? Raise a hand. Congratulations. Everybody wants to make more money. What the hell does that even mean? Right? Like, what is more money? More money means different things to different people. Better health means different things to different people. So it's not enough to say I want to be healthy or I want to make a lot of money. What? What specific? How much money? And how long? What does health look like? What does being a good father actually look like? Crystallize those objectives. Number 3, checkpoints. You've got to know, I put this little dashboard from a plane. You've got to know where you're going. You've got to have the objectives, and then you've got to figure out, am I on the right track? Like, am I progressing? I'm progressing, I'm moving, but am I doing the right things? Is it moving the needle? And so I look at 30 and 60-day checkpoints as a barometer, if you will. What I'm doing is working. Good, keep going. Or what I'm doing is not working. Stop, reevaluate, create a new course of action moving forward. And then lastly is the after-action review. And this is what I talked about. Everybody misses this, guys. Everybody misses this. This is a term and a tool that I used in the military, but essentially it's a way to evaluate your actions moving forward. So it's 5 questions. I didn't write them down on here. I'm going to give them to you real quick. 5 very simple questions. You got to write these down quick. If you have questions about them later, I'll answer them for you. Okay? Number 1, what did I accomplish? What did I accomplish? So I set out to do X, Y, and Z. Did I accomplish X, Y, and Z? Number 2, what did I not accomplish? And this isn't an opportunity to beat yourself up. It's purely an objective look. I wanted to do this. I did 70% of that, and I'm 30% short. You don't need to beat yourself up over that. That's an objective look. That's number 2. What did I not get done? Number 3, what did I do well? In what areas did I thrive during this planning process? What are my strengths? What do I need to double down on? Number 4, what did I not do so well? Maybe I didn't delegate. Maybe I didn't bring the right team in. Maybe I didn't plan well enough. Maybe I didn't have enough capital. What did I not do well? And then number 5, this is the most important question. Most important question. Potentially the most important question of this entire conference. And that question is, what will I do moving forward? I see a lot of you guys taking notes, and I commend you for taking notes. I commend you for being engaged. I commend you for being involved. But it doesn't mean a damn thing if you're not willing to implement whatever you guys are writing down right now. So I want you to think about at the end of this conference, at the end of hearing all these amazing, successful people, what am I going to do with all of this information? How is it actually going to enhance my life? Or did I just come for a good time? And sometimes that's okay, but at least be real about it. Or did I come to actually learn something? Did I actually come to implement and improve something in my life? Guys, this is a very, very simple process. And what I've noticed is a lot of people will overlook it because of its simplicity.
All right, gentlemen, what'd you think? Pretty darn good, right? Well, if you want more, I'm linking to his book, Sovereignty, down in the description of this video. I'm also going to link over to his YouTube channel. I'm also going to link to Order a Man. Why do I do this? Because Ryan is a friend and he's the real deal. And I love to promote people that have gone out of their way for me. And I will go out of my way for them. And that's what you want, guys, to build up friendships. You want to surround yourself with men that inspire you. And there's nothing wrong with that. So, guys, he's got a great community over at Order a Man. I recommend it. I'm a part of it. I'm linking to it down in the description because at the end of the day, guys, I want you to be successful. I want you to become the man you know yourself to be. So guys, if you're enjoying this, please share this video with a man that can use it. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything we built. I will see you in the next video. Little known fact, I drink an entire bottle of water with pretty much every video I film. Okay, gotta avoid that dry mouth, gotta, stay hydrated, keep talking. Takes a lot out of you. Yes, it does. And believe me, it is work.